be bigger. I like big pans and I cannot lie. No, just kidding. This video is about primarily the Sydney Grace Sweet Indulgence palette. This was a newer release from her Christmas in July sale at the same time that she released the Coffee Talk palette, which is more cool nudes. I did do a video on this palette and a giveaway actually, and I will link that video at the end of this video in case you'd like to see how that one looked. I picked this one up because I thought the shades were pretty, but honestly, if you watch my channel, you know that I'm not much of a color girl, and I really think that these colors make my eyes pop. They bring life to my face, which I feel like is more youthful. So if you want to hear a little bit more about this and see how I created these two looks, and hear about the new Bounce Blush by Beauty Blender, and the new One Size Concealer by Patrick Starr, which has, by the way, been getting superb reviews. This is full coverage. This might just be amazing, but you won't know for sure until my foundation roundup, which is going to be the best of a bunch of concealers that I've been testing in an upcoming video. And I'm going to show you the new Macrotech Eye Crayon by Natasha Denona in Burgundy, which I have on in this look. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around. We're about to get right into it. So I'm Mona, this is About Face with Mona. It's a channel geared usually towards mature women, but all ages are welcome here, and young women can use this opportunity. I try a lot of products that young women wear too, and you can just best believe that if it looks good on my 51-year-old skin, that it's gonna look great on yours. So if you like coming and seeing what's new and how it wears and what the quality of a product is, and if it might just be worth your spin, then consider hitting that subscribe button no matter what your age and joining my family. I love having you here. Let's get into the application. Editing Mona here. I forgot to tell you that the 9-pan palette by Sydney Grace is $33 and is available on her website right now. All items that I mentioned will be linked below in case you want to check them out. All right, let's go. I'm gonna zoom you in and we're gonna get started with the looks. So I'm just gonna take this big fluffy brush by Real Techniques, and I'm gonna take this color Sugar Bear, and I'm gonna go all over the lid. And I'm gonna go just above my crease. A lot of pigment payout with these colors, beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the crease, and I'm gonna go into it with the color Taffy. It's kind of a yellowish shade. I think it's really pretty. I'm gonna take my Rephr 1.5 brush. Just to give it a little dimension. Very pigmented. I could have actually went in a little more light-handed, so I'm going to take this clean brush and I'm just going to blend to diffuse that color just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go into that outer V with the color Sweet Tooth, and it's definitely got hints of brown, but it's definitely got hints of burgundy too. Plum, very pretty color. It definitely goes with the pinks, really beautiful. I'm going to just take this in the outer V. Okay, now I'm going to go into the center of my lid, and I'm going to use this color Bubblegum. Beautiful shimmer. Her metallics and her shimmer really have payoff. You don't have to wet them. They go on, bam, right from the beginning. So I can take a little bit of this and I can also put it in the inner corner. And that's it. I mean, this is just such an easy look. I'm going to blend a little bit so that I don't have any harsh lines or edges. And that's it. If you wanted to deepen up that outer V a little bit more, you could. I'm going to take this color Sweet Tooth. This is the same color that I put in the outer V. I'm just going to drag it under the lash line. I'm going to go in and I'm going to add this new liner by Natasha Denona in the color Burgundy, just Burgundy. I knew it was a burgundy shade. I didn't know it was called Burgundy. And really, I'm just trying to get as close to my lash line as I can to help my mascara pop. I don't like to close off my eyes with dark colors on the top. I prefer colored liners than a black. I think they're more fun, and I think that they're more flattering on mature eyes. So I'm going to speed through this mascara application. So I just put this mascara on my upper eyelashes because I forgot to show you the Patrick Starr concealer. So we're going to go in with this. I have it in the shade Light 1. I will just say that this concealer is not playing. If you want full coverage, this is definitely it. I'm going to take this. I'm trying to be careful and not mess up my eyeliner since I'm doing this a little bit backwards. I will tell you that a little goes a very long way with this concealer. I mean, I just used it to swatch. I had a little bit left on my finger, and that is what I'm using. It is definitely full coverage, and I will tell you, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know how it's going to rank. You'll have to wait and see what the roundup shows, but so far, I'm loving it. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my lower mascara, and this eye will be done. And you can see I have a little dot of mascara that I got underneath my eye, so I'm going to go in with this concealer and I'm just going to cover that up. Again, I don't use this directly from the doe foot because it would be too thick. I just add a little bit on my hand and I pull from that. I'm going to go in with this little brush and I'm going to pick up just the smallest amount on my hand. You'll see the wear test in the demo in the concealer roundup, but I will just say my thoughts are very good. We're going to do it the same way on this eye because I'm going to use it to clean up anything. And if you use a brush like this that's really sharp and angled and precise, you can get right underneath your eyeliner. So for this eye, I'm going to go in all across the lid with this color right here. This is the color Taffy. And I'm just going to take a shadow brush and I took it just right above my crease. I really am enjoying this shade, which would not typically be a shade that I'd go to, but look how it makes those blue eyes pop. Now I'm going to go in on the corner with this one with the color brown. I'm going to choose the color Sweet Cakes. And I'm going to take the rougher 12 brush, take that color, Sweet Cakes, which is really just a nice chocolate brown. And I'm going to go into that outer V. And I'm going to keep it pretty close to the edge. Kind of take it into that backward 7 motion in the crease, but right above the crease. Since my eyes are hooded so you can actually see it. I'm going to take that color Taffy again, and I'm going to go right above that color just to blend out the edges. Then I'm going to take a fluffy brush with no color on it at all and blend. So you can build up the intensity on these colors, or you can create a more natural look. I'm gonna go in and play with one of the bright colors with this pretty color right here. Kind of an emerald green, and it is called Sherbet. I am gonna take a little bit on my finger, and I'm gonna tap it just inside where that color Sweet Cakes meets the color Taffy. And then I'm going to blend it out just ever so slightly with a shader brush. And then I'm going to go just inside of that with this color right here, kind of creating a little bit of an ombre effect. Again, I'm going to go in with a clean shader, and I'm going to blend those edges. And then I'm going to go in this inner corner right here with this color Jelly Bean. I'm just going to meet up against that color Gumdrop, that purplish color. And then I'm going to deepen up the crease a little bit with this color Sweet Cakes, because I really just want those pops of color to just be on my lid. I don't want them to poke through above my lid, because I'm trying to use color without having an overly bright look, which there's nothing wrong with. It's just not my aesthetic. I'm going to go back into that outer V, and I'm going to deepen up that outer V also. Again, I'm going to take that brush with no color on it, and I'm just going to blend out the edges. Okay, I am going to take that liner again in the color Burgundy by Natasha Denona, and I'm going to go in. I'm going to pop in the inner corner that color Bubblegum, which I forgot to do. Okay, I think these are gorgeous. I am enjoying this palette so much. I would have never, ever, ever, ever thought. I'm going to go ahead and put on my new Patrick Starr One Size Concealer. Again, I'm putting a little bit on the back of my hand, going in with this brush. Okay, I'm going to go in with the mascara. We're going to zoom through this part. I am using the Revlon Big Bad Lash, by the way. I think this palette is fun, but I think it's wearable. I think anybody can rock a look with this. I wouldn't have thought these colors would call to me, but I am enjoying them. They're easy to work with. They're easy to blend. They don't muddy up. So I think I've showed you every color in that palette. It is a beautiful palette. We're going to start from bottom and go across. This color Sweet Cakes. Color Sherbet. I'm terrible at doing swatches, I know. This is the color Gumdrop. Color Taffy. This is the color Bubblegum. This is color Sugar Bear. This is the color Lolly. I mean, you look at this color, the brown, which I didn't swatch the brown good, but it goes on perfectly fine on the eye. I don't want my swatch to fool you. You can have a very neutral look. This is the color Sweet Tooth, which is actually one of my favorites in the palette. Look at that. Look at these colors. This may be my favorite Sydney Grace palette of all, which I would have never thought. So sometimes you just don't know until you try something. Some of the ones that I think are gonna be hits or misses, and some of the ones I think will be, turn out to be big hits. I am loving this palette. Let's try the blush. This is Liquid Whip Cream Blush. So I was curious about the formula. I picked up a couple of shades. Just gonna dot this on right here. I'm just gonna take my BK Beauty Brush 106. This is such a great little brush for tapping in cream blushes. I like the texture. I like the colors that I picked up. I like the formula. For $22, you know, do I like it more than some of my other drugstore cream blushes? I can't say that I really do. I'm definitely going to use it. I definitely enjoy it. It's definitely not a waste of my money per se, but I don't find anything magical about it. I'm not putting it down. I think it's really beautiful, and you may really love it. I mean, I do like it. Maybe because I spent more, I'm going to be pulling this one more. I don't find that the wear time is any longer than some of my other products that are cream. But again, I do like it. And you can go straight into the pan if you want a heavier color. I can never have too much blush. I'm so pale, I could like just gob this stuff on for days. So yeah, I do like it. I think my lips, to match this look, would be perfect in just a simple gloss. This is my NYX Butter Gloss in the color Tiramisu. This was my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. I love NYX Butter Glosses. I go on Amazon and I wait to see like which shade is on sale. Like sometimes one shade will be $3 and one shade will be $6. I'll like pick up the one that's 2 something or 3 something and I'll just grab it and put it in my cart. I like to always have these. I have like every shade. They're not sticky. They feel so good on my lips. They have a shade for everybody and they're so affordable. Tiramisu. So what do y'all think? Do you think this is too much? Do you like it? What are your thoughts about this palette? You just can't go wrong with Sydney Grace. And I can't wait to do the concealer roundup with you guys. This one is pretty good. We were talking about cream blushes. I forgot to mention we were talking about the pan size just as a joke. But Melodie is big. But this is bigger than the Fenty by a little bit. And it's like exactly the same size as my Buxom blushes, which I love. That's not a cream, but we're just, you know, I was really just joking about the size. You rarely use up the whole blush when you are a review channel and you're reviewing constantly, so I'm not bothered by the size. It's really just teasing. Be safe, go out and live light now.